This
Since
is
Patrick
this
back
is why there's
this
these
week.
big fucking
Yeah.
buildings in Vegas, because they get
Yep.
you every time.
Get you all the time.
And we don't live in them.
All right.
All right, fellas.
This is the Picks Show. This is the Fly Degenerates Picks Show. Disclaimer: bet at your own risk and know your limits. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-877-846-7369 or text HOPE-NY in New York. Be responsible. Don't bet all crazy. And these picks are for entertainment purposes only. There's no guarantee in any of these bets. Bet at your own risk and bet responsibly. Now, with that being said, recapping last week, I guess the biggest move was made by Mr. Word Life, a 3-point pick away from the coveted 7-point sweep. We still have yet to have a 7-point sweep. But once again, Flex keeps it going, remaining dominant up top. An incredible, unprecedented, 12-5 against the spread?
Let's see.
12-6.
Proof is in the pudding.
12-6 against the spread. That is historic levels of excellence. Or should I say, flexcellence. But with that being said, he has another dominant week, and he will be giving us picks first.
All righty. So, for my picks, let's start off with my first 1-point pick. We're going to start with the Cowboys. They're coming off a loss. I think, it's pretty embarrassing because all the hype that went into the game. Dak is coming back. I think maybe they realized that they should maybe be a defensive team, so keep a similar game plan that they did with Cooper Rush. And, maybe Dak can make the extra plays that Cooper Rush couldn't make. But you can feel good about Dan Campbell, and I know everybody wanted them to be good just because of, his press conferences, but it's not going to happen. And Jared Goff against this ball hawk defense, it's not going to be a pretty sight. So that's my 1-point pick. For my 2-point pick, I'm going to have to go with the Miami Dolphins, man. As much as I hate to go with them, Tua's coming back. I think they're going to be a little hesitant, get the ball out of his hands quick. I don't think they want him to take a hit, especially because they're on prime time again. Everybody's going to be watching every single move. They're going to be throwing a lot of those little dump-offs, like those, taking whatever the defense gives you, throw it to Jalen Waddle, throw it to Tyreek Hill, have them get all the yards. Plus, Pittsburgh defense is one of the worst passing defenses in the league. They give up one of the most yards per game in the NFL. And the Dolphins, even though they had backup for 3 games, they're still the second most. They have the second most yards per game in the NFL. So I don't think Pittsburgh is still. I think they're still reeling. That was a pride game last week. I don't think they hold that up again this week. So that's my 2-point pick. And for my 3-point pick, where I got to go with this, man. I missed out last week.
Man.
I missed out on some points last week because I was trying to be humble. And I'm still waiting for TJ Robert to fess up and give my team some respect because he's been saying it for 2 weeks and he keeps moving the field. He keeps moving the goalposts on me. All right. I'll speed it up. So, we got Russell Wilson. We're going to make Quinnen Williams and Carl
Wait, they
Lawson
traded for
into
Russell
a
Wilson? When did they get Russell Wilson?
We're going to make Russell Wilson into a danger witch. We got Carl Lawson, we got Quinnen Williams, and we got Russell Wilson right in the middle. Smash. All right? So this is going to be a low-scoring game. I think I think the Jets could run on this defense. They're like the 18th ranked rushing defense. The Broncos are. So I think we have the upper hand on that side, and I think we're getting 1.5 points, and we're gonna win outright. You know what I'm saying? The point spread went down. People are starting to see the light. Let's go Jets.
Ooh, see the light.
See the light. How about that? Whew.
Is that the red light
I thought you
on
were
top of
saying
the
that
building?
I thought you were saying that they got Russell Wilson like there was a big trade. Because you realize
they're
that
gonna get-
Elijah
they're gonna
Moore's
get
not going to be
Russell-
playing in that game because he's going to get traded. You know that, right? All right. Chiefs.
Yes.
Stop wishing bad for me.
Well, according to my sources, A-Rod went to the front office, the Packers, and said, "Get me more now." And the Chiefs are giving a second round pick for him. So I want to, so
No.
he's that hot.
You're gonna
He's
have
that
to
hot.
accept that he's out. He got excused from practice today. I know you saw that, so he probably won't even play in the game.
Well, yeah, and then they'll have Denzel Mims take his place. Show off.
Is he still on the team?
Yeah. So,
All right, here we go. I need my own theme music, Shen. That's how I feel. All right, with this pick, I'm going my number one. I'm going with the ex-Jet, Geno Smith.
Yes.
And my rookie of the year, defensive rookie of the year, DB. Surprisingly, he's not a Jet. Woolen. Woo, that's a hot take. That's a hot take.
Woolen.
Outstanding rookies, and credit to the GM and the owners for hitting on the draft class with those two guys.
I think, well, it's known they're explosive, bro. It's time to believe. It's like they're explosive. That offense is explosive. It's hard to keep up with them. Yeah, and the Chargers are struggling. They got your bozo
Bozo of the month
of the year.
Word.
Over there. So yeah, give me Smith, man. With my 2-point pick, I'm going to go. And I hate to do this because these guys held me down. I'm gonna go the Bengals over the Falcons.
Damn, bro, you were Mr. Falcon for like the first couple of weeks.
I know.
You were the dirty bird.
I hate to do it, but yeah, I'm gonna go to Bengals, man. I think they're explosive offensively. If they can't, against a weak pass defense, I still think the Bengals should cover 6.5 here.
Excellent.
And then my 3-point pick. I gotta check because I forgot what I was. Oh yeah. I'm gonna go with my guy gave me this idea. I'm gonna go with the Chiefs, man.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go with Pat Mahomes against the 49ers. I'm a little worried about the run defense there, but at the end of the day, Mahomes over Jimmy, and yeah, that's it. 3.5. I'll take that. Chiefs away against the Niners.
I like it. We don't have any I haven't spotted any revenge games yet.
No, there's there's the Rob Saleh revenge game. Revenge in the name of Big Fangio, who got fired from the Broncos. That was his mentor.
No revenge game.
This is the Avenge game.
I like that.
Avengers Assemble.
We got revenge games and now we got Avenge games.
Revenge game, right? That's a new one.
That's amazing. And if any of y'all on YouTube try to steal that, this is the first place you heard of an Avenge game. I don't want to hear it. So for my picks, I actually was thinking about taking tonight's game, Thursday night game, but I think we're too deep into that game at this point, so I'm not gonna fuck with that game. So for my 1-point pick, I'm gonna take the Broncos. I'm gonna take the Danger Witch. I saw Russell. I saw his new commercial. He got a leather jacket on.
Dangerous ways.
He got a blindfold on. He's reaching for the Danger Witch. You don't see it. He's showing you how dangerous he is. Russell is gonna hustle. Jets have had a nice run. Jets have proven that they are a team that deserves respect. But I think every team. I don't know why you're surprised. I have been super consistent this whole time. But I think that they're going to hit a little bump in the road. And I hate to say this.
Well,
I don't want to ruffle any feathers.
Yes, you do.
Low key, the Jets deserve respect, but there's no fucking Zach attack. The Zach attack is made up. It doesn't exist. Shh, don't tell nobody.
They were better with Flacco.
How were they better with Flacco?
They were better with Flacco. So,
Go ahead.
at least the offense was. All right, so for my 2-point pick. 2-point
We're
pick.
saying shit.
What? 2-point pick. I'm
He's
going to take the
undefeated.
Raiders.
Ooh, I like that. I like
I'm going to
that.
take the Raiders. Both teams coming off of a bye. They're hosting the Texans at home. I think the Texans have gotten off to a kind of interesting start, being competitive with teams, but I think that the Raiders are not as bad as they showed the first couple of weeks in the season. I think they finally started to get it together a little bit on offense against the Chiefs the last time we saw them in prime time.
The autumn wind is a pirate.
So I'm going to take the Raiders and I'm going to give the points. And then for the 3-point pick, I'm taking your boy, Mr. Immunized. I'm going to take the Pack. I'm going to take the Packers. They're going into the discombobulated city of Washington, D.C. Not because D.C. is discombobulated. I love D.C.
That's what
Within-
DC stands for.
Discombobulated?
Yes, sir.
Man, everything going on there with Snyder, and you got Mr. Ron Rivera screaming, cursing at the press.
Well, I'm the guy.
They got to win by over a touchdown. So I'm taking the Packers, holding my nose, and I'm going to give the points. And that's my 3-point pick.
Ooh.
Recapping.
Yep.
Flex, 1-point pick. He has the Cowboys giving 7.5. 2-point pick.
Yes.
He has the Dolphins also giving 7.5. And 3-point pick. He has the Jets receiving, getting 1.5 going into Denver. Word life. A 1-point pick took the Seahawks, took Geno, taking 6.5 points and going into not San Diego, going into Los Angeles and facing the Chargers. 2-point pick. You took the Bengals, betraying the entire city of Atlanta that has caked up for you over the last few weeks because you have been the #1 Falcon supporter of the Northeast to start the season, but you are now turning your back on them. And primetime Deion Sanders is currently rolling over in his grave, even though he's not even deceased. And then 3-point pick, you're taking the Chiefs. The Chiefs that I have decided that I might go full heel on these Chiefs because they've betrayed me a few times. I thought I had to not even get it.
Well, let me say something. Let me clarify that before we go into Flex's pick. They turned their
Flex
back.
already made his pick.
Before you recap his, the Falcons turned their back on me. I just saw it from the future. I saw it.
So
and
you're
I'm
not
just-
going to do the dirty bird anymore? It's
Nah,
over.
yeah, they'll come back. There's a few picks in that.
Not going to
schedule,
high
you know.
step Deion into the end zone.
Nah, there'll be another Falcons pick.
I think you were way ahead of the game on the Falcons, so I'm impressed by it. And then, of course, recapping my final 3 picks. 1-point pick, I'm going up against Mr. Flex, taking the Broncos, giving the points. 2-point pick, taking the Raiders. And then for my 3, I'm taking Mr. Immunized, Mr. Long Hair, looking homeless, going into Washington, Aaron Rodgers and the Packers, and giving the points. And then we have less than a minute, so see you next week.
Salute.